Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, welcome to the AHA channel, the channel that makes you go AHA. And my name is Astrid. Today I am going to talk about problems Indonesians like me commonly face in order to have better English skills, and I will also share some solutions to solve these problems. So stay tuned. So if recently this becomes your issue, you want to be better at English, you want to have a better listening skill, speaking skills, and also writing skills because of your job, for example, then this is the right video for you to watch. Okay, problems number one. We Eastern people like me, we like to keep it humble, and somehow when we try to practice our English in front of people, they might think that this is an act of showing off. Okay, and the solution is that you have to find a group that is supporting. Find a group that has the same vision and mission. English speaking club, for example. I am sure that you will find many people that have the same vision and mission, and that is to practice English daily. And I guarantee that nobody will think that you do an act of showing off or something. Okay, and this is problems number two that Indonesians commonly face in order to have a better English skills. And that is cultural barrier. It is hard, it is not that easy to speak foreign languages compared to those which are native or second language, each one of us have different values and beliefs. For example, in Indonesia, we say, hobi saya makan. Kalau Anda, and that is common in Indonesian. But in English, we cannot say, my hobby is eating. If you can't say that in England because it is not common. And that is cultural barrier. We can't just transfer word, sentences, or clauses or phrases from Indonesian to English just like that. We have to know about those native speakers' culture in order to understand whether this saying, this sentence, this word or phrase is common or not. The solution is that you have to watch lots of movies, English movies, so that you know a little about those native speakers' culture. Okay, problems number three, difficulties in pronunciation. I remembered my teacher. Once he told us, his students, that English is a liar. English is a liar. Why is it a liar? He said that, how could you pronounce one for a word that is written or spelled honor? And that is why English language is a liar. And Indonesian doesn't really have that complication in the pronunciation system. It's easy to pronounce words in Indonesian. For example, we pronounce letter R differently. We say it R instead of R. So no wonder there are some of us Indonesian who pronounce it better instead of better, American, or better for British. And if you come from Central Java, this is even more complicated. We are well known with this accent called Mado in Japanese. Mado is like, we really pronounce some letters thickly or heavily, like this. P and D and J and G. We pronounce it really thickly or heavily. So that's why somehow we, instead of saying that is my favorite band, we say that is my favorite band. And this is the first solution. Please do not bother much with that accent. The point of learning or studying a language is that you can communicate with it. And if you can communicate with other people in that language, no matter how your accent is, then it's okay. You can communicate with it. Just be careful with some words that are similarly pronounced in English, like bean and bin. Just be careful with that. However, if you want to work on your accent, then you can start by practicing those light pronunciation for these 4 letters: B, D, J, and G. Light pronunciation. My friend taught me this. This is a cool method to measure how thick is your B, D, J, and G. First, you have to say this sentence. Ojo jajan. Don't say ojo jajan, because if you say that, it means that your thickness in pronouncing the word J is still high. Ojo jajan. Practice it every day so that you will slowly decrease the thickness of your J. Ojo jajan. Or you can say any sentence or any words that involves much of letter B, D, J, and G in Indonesian or in Japanese, so that you can practice the light pronunciation for those letters. And if you have managed to reduce those thickness, then you can start pronouncing words in English that involves those 4 letters B, D, J, and G. For example, jungle. Instead of jungle, say jungle. Or baby, not baby. Okay, problems number 4. Difficulties in grammar. You see, Indonesian doesn't really have that complicated grammar system. For example, the word makan, which means eat in English, doesn't change no matter when you do this action of eating. For example, I say saya makan setiap hari. Setiap hari is like every day. Then I can say saya akan makan. Akan means future. But in English, it's not that way. It doesn't happen that way. Eat changes. The changes depend on when you do the action of eating. So we say, I eat every day. Then I ate pizza yesterday. Or I say, I will eat in a restaurant. Okay, solution. I haven't been abroad before, but I have heard people told me that not all native speakers speak with good grammar. Maybe it's because they don't want to, or maybe because they don't really understand the grammar of English. Okay, and the solution is that you don't have to bother much with those grammar things. I've told you before that learning how to speak a language or to study a language is that you can communicate with people in that language, right? So if you can communicate with people in that language, then it's okay. My experiences told me that grammar, to master grammar, to speak in a good grammar of English needs lots of times, needs many times, needs process, long process. You know, I have studied English for 6 years in high school, and I wasn't able to speak English with good grammar or better grammar. And then I studied English at college and for 4 years, and that helped me that I can let's say speak English with better grammar. So it needs time, it needs process. So study, practice, make it a habit, and enjoy the process. Those are the keys. That's it for today, and that's a wrap. I hope it helps you. I hope you like it and you enjoy it. And please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.